Welcome to our latest video and our first bit of information video. We are B&D Treasure Hunters. I'm Brittany.
And I'm David.
And today we're going over the 1980s at Cabbage Patch dolls. They've been around before and after that, but the 80s are kind of was a big rage.
Okay, so we have 5 out at the moment. We have 3 in boxes. We have 2 down here. These are ones we've all picked up recently from garage sales, thrift stores. I think we got a couple from the Ultimate Indoor Garage Sale in Colorado recently as well. But most people, like me, probably can't tell the difference between one Cabbage Patch doll and another. But we've listed them in our store and we sell them quite well. They sell regularly. We've only got 5 left in stock. So Brittany here is the one who lists them. She's the doll expert, so she's going to teach us a little bit today about Cabbage Patch dolls. My first question, because we see them all the time, but we don't always buy them. Brittany, what are we looking for? How can we tell one from the other?
So, Cabbage Patch dolls were unique in the fact each one came with a birth certificate with their own unique name. They have variations, so they have 2 names. It makes it like this one is Cassie April. No other doll was probably named Cassie April. So you can't ever name your dolls. You just kind of have to know. The 80s where they were mass marketed, so they're all over the place. But to get a starting point, you can learn when they were made and where they were made. To start with when, they have Xavier Roberts' signatures on their butts.
We're going to the bums.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta go to the bums.
I'm with you.
So whenever you find a doll, if you're curious if it's a good one or not, check the bum. Some are dated, but really not very many are. So you're stuck on the color. All of ours are from 1983, so at this point they all have black bums. Can't really show you any other colors at this point.
Okay, we only have black bums.
Only have black bums. 1983 dolls. That's the first of the mass marketed dolls, though, so that's great. After that, 1984, they had green signatures. 1985 was blue. 1986 was red. 1987 was an aqua color. 1988 was lavender. And finally, 1989 was a rose pink color. So that'll tell you really easy what colors they are. The only ones that differ are the preemies. Those are about 2 inches smaller than these. These are 15 to 16 inches. Preemies were like 13 to 14, usually bald, maybe had a little bit of hair. They were black in 1984.
Okay. Is there anything else that tells one doll from the other?
The other one was where they were made. You can look at their tags. The very first tags for these were embroidered. Those dolls are really rare, the embroidered ones. You won't see them very often. That's from the Coleco brand. We'll talk about that as well. But when you look at it, it will give you a couple of dates. 1978 is the date Cabbage Patch came to be. So they have that date always first. Then after that, I'll give you another date closer to when they were made. A lot of times it's going to be the year before or the year after, depending what time of year they were made as well. And then down here, if we look at this one, let's start with this. This doll's a bit more unique, so we'll touch her later. But like this doll, it says manufactured by Coleco. And then it has this 2 letters in a circle. These letters are OK. That's where it was manufactured, which is a good information to have. There were multiple places. When you look at them, it'll tell you the quality of doll you might be getting. There were 2. One was P and one was PMI. Those dolls are known for having pox. It created spots all over their face. And sometimes the spots were so bad that it actually made them look like they had an African American head on a Caucasian body. Then there were ones that were IC and UT. Those ones look like they got seasickness. They turned a yellowish green color instead of their really nice porcelain color they originally looked. And then there were KT and OK. Those are 2 of the best ones. They didn't have any known errors. OK was the one that people tend to like the most. So that's a good one with that.
I have an OK. And what do you have?
This doll was a bit more unique as it was one of the foreign ones. If you looked at its neck, the neck will tell you the brand. This one is Coleco. Most Cabbage Patches are going to be Coleco. This one actually says Jesmar in Spain. Jesmar was made in multiple countries. It was Spain, England, France, Germany, Italy, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark. So kind of all over Europe. The Jesmar dolls were. They're much more sought after. A Jesmar doll is going to go for more money than your everyday one. There were also some other really unique ones. I think he's jealous. There's ones, I have a hard time pronouncing these because they're the really foreign ones, but Tsukuda was made in Japan. They were kind of cool. They have a butterfly mark in the eyes. They're pretty sought after. Lily, Lidi, something like that, was made in Mexico. They are the most rare Cabbage Patch you'll find, are the ones made in Mexico. And then Truing Pedigree were actually made in South Africa. And those ones are hard to find in good condition. For some reason, their eyes didn't want to set the paint, so they're always sticky, tend to get cloudy if any dust or anything gets on them, considering it's been 20, 30 years. Hard to find those without dust.
Okay, I have 2 more questions.
Okay.
Before we get to the big question, my second question is, they all have diapers. Is this usual for a Cabbage Patch doll to have a diaper?
We do see a lot of diapers on them, and Cabbage Patch did have diapers.
These are original.
These are original. Other people did put regular baby diapers on them, but Cabbage Patch also sold them in little packs of 3. Yes. That way you could change the diaper for your mommy.
And the final question that everyone wants to know, how much are these worth?
Cabbage Patch are all over the place in pricing. You really kind of got to know what you're looking at. There isn't exact science to it. The 83s are definitely worth a bit more. This one being from Spain too, she's like a $75 doll, depending on her condition. The red hair tends to go more as well than the blondes. They produce a bit more often. The boys tend to go a little bit better. Of course, in boxes, these range $75 to a few $100. The babies are probably like 20. So they kind of go all over the place. Little bald
This
guy.
one's 20.
This one's probably closer to 20.
This
with
one's
bald head.
75.
That one's more like 75.
How much are these?
These are about 85, 150.
Oh, not too bad. And the latest one we picked up from ARC this week, we haven't listed yet, but do you know roughly how much we're going to be selling that for?
Roughly, it's going to be 100 or 125. This is kind of a unique one. This is when they've turned away from, branched out, I would say, I guess, from the yarn hair. It actually has bushable hair and hands that can hold things, which made it a bit more unique. These are the corn silk dolls.
Okay, excellent. So now I will be able to pick up a nice expensive Cabbage Patch doll next time I'm at the thrift store, and then Brittany can sell it for me. So if you have any questions about Cabbage Patch dolls, put them in the comments in the video.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.